hold 3 sectors.
Hey guys, this is Mr. Castro, and today we're going to be talking about Battlefield 4 and all the new gameplay that has been released. As you guys might know, I'm a player that has extensive playtime on both games, on Battlefield 3 and Medal of Honor Warfighter. I don't know if that's something I should be proud of, but well, moving along. I mean, I play both of the games. I enjoy the same. I mean, they're totally different games, even though you can still set up the buttons on Medal of Honor Warfighter for Battlefield setup. It makes it a lot easier to make the transition, but still I find myself sometimes, as you notice, I've been uploading a lot of videos for Battlefield 3, and every time I move back to Medal of Honor I kind of have to kick back in and see myself back a little bit and slow down. I mean, that's the main thing with this game. This gameplay, actually, I did pretty good. I went like 29-5 on a sector control. Yeah, I guess it all depends also on who you're playing with. The fire team buddy, it's always going to be a big factor into the game. I think one of the parts you notice, sometimes you can afford to make a couple of mistakes. I kind of moved back a little bit to make a call on a guided missile, and right after I put the laser designation, I had a guy flanking me from the side. Thankfully, I had a demented soldier on my side, and he ended up taking the guy out. And he's one of those guys that I've been playing with him since the beginning of Medal of Honor Warfighter. Another thing that I've been noticing lately is Medal of Honor, you do have kind of like a protection factor. So it's like on Battlefield 3, sometimes you spawn and you're getting shot around the face because maybe the guy that you're playing with doesn't have a mic and stuff like that. Medal of Honor has the ability that whenever if your teammate is in danger, it won't let you spawn. But sometimes I'm noticing lately that I've been able to spawn. You'll notice on this one when we're on center flag, he was getting shot from the side. I was able to spawn on him, so I ended up getting killed myself as well. But moving back to Battlefield 4, I mean, the new gameplay that they've been releasing, they've been showing a lot of great stuff, like the dual sights that you can put on the weapons. That's something that we've been having on Medal of Honor Warfighting. I definitely like the idea. It seems that they're gonna be able to customize it your own way though. So I really like the fact because on Medal of Honor we don't see that many people using them. At least I don't use them that much. I thought they were pretty cool when I unlocked them. I used them for a little bit, but then I switched back to whatever else I'm comfortable with. But on Battlefield, I've seen anything from a red dot with an ACOG. I've seen the holographic with a 3-time amplifier. So it seems that you're gonna be able to customize it the way you like it. So I mean, that's gonna make a big difference as people using it. Plus, of course, it looks really good on it. Since Battlefield and I mean DICE is gonna be doing a lot of stuff on from Medal of Honor. At least I'm thinking that's where they got the idea from. I hope they get all their stuff out. I mean, one of the other things I really like about Medal of Honor is the platoon setup. I mean, nobody likes a platoon hopper, somebody moving from platoon to platoon. On Medal of Honor, you got the ability to only be on one platoon at a time, unless you have another account, of course. But the other thing, it will be really good if they add, it will be the in chat whenever it's in between games. I know on Medal of Honor we had a lot of people talking trash in between games. We kind of still do, but I mean, it's still pretty cool to be able to talk to the other team whenever you're like in between matches, whenever it's loading the next gameplay and everything. The other thing that I was noticing on the gameplay as well, it's the new commander mode. That's gonna be pretty cool. I mean, it's gonna be some of those things that it's gonna take a lot more of my time when I'm at work because I mean, you're still able to control, make some decisions, and it kind of reminds me of MAG because MAG. It had I don't know if you guys are familiar with MAG, but MAG was a PS3 exclusive game that it was multiplayer only. It was called Massive Action Game. On MAG, one of the cool things, it was just the levels of leadership that you will acquire during the more you play, they will try you out as a squad leader. You had a platoon leader. You have a chief officer. I think that that's what it was called. And I mean, everybody had a different level of support actions that you could do. And I mean, it worked really well, especially when you had a team that knew how to communicate. I mean, it was just perfect. All the levels on the ability to talk. Platoon could talk to the whole platoon if they needed to. They could only talk between the squad leaders and platoon leaders, or the chief officer could talk to everybody in the whole map. And those game modes, they were all the way to 256 players. So I mean, so sometimes it could get messy, but whenever you had the right chief officer, he'll know what to call, where to call the strike, and they were really called tactical strikes. I mean, if you use them correctly, I mean, it will determine what was going to be the end of the match. But hopefully it's going to be something like that. You still be able to communicate with them, but it seems like on the gameplay you can tell whenever he's marking some targets for him to call that Tomahawk missile that was called in. But yeah, man, I'm very excited for Battlefield 4 coming out pretty soon. I can't wait for the beta and find all those holes like we used to find in Metro and it start becoming a mo. But definitely, I mean, it's gonna be something that we're gonna be expecting. You're gonna see a lot of people from Medal of Honor move on to Battlefield 4, because I mean that's what we've been doing. We're just kind of hanging on to a game that has been dying very slowly. Unfortunately, it was a really good game. Now it's just, I mean, we're pretty much just running into the same people, because only the same people still playing it. But yeah, we're definitely not willing to let go just yet. Once Battlefield 4 comes out, I think a lot of the platoons are going to be making the move to Battlefield 4. So that's probably going to be the end for Medal of Honor Warfighter. So guys, as always, I want to see your comments on this video about what are the things you would like to see on Battlefield 4, or what you have seen so far that you think most people have missed. And of course, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks and enjoy.
Shadow is RTB, Atlas. We're moving on center sector. We're losing south sector. South sector on station, Atlas. We're losing north sector. We're attacking center sector. We're in the lead. Keep it up. We lost north. Moving on center sector. Attacking center sector. Damn it, I knocked down right south sector. We're moving on north sector. We're losing north sector.
They have troops dismounting from their helicopter.